Welcome everyone. It's a beautiful day out. This is Evelyn. Take a deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings out to you guys. Okay, so this is the Divine Masculine Twin Flame read. I'd done this yesterday, but I got a bunch of codes that I needed to work on technically that I presented in the other short video that I put out just now. And this is the main read from which those codes came through. So today is the 30th. I did this read yesterday, which was the 29th of September. So the 29 is the 3 of Wands and the 30 is the 4 of Wands. So it's the being present energy in the present moment, and then the 4 of the union energy. The day added up yesterday to 42, which is the 2 of Cups, and today is the 3 of Cups. So the one-on-one soulmate connection, and then the 3 of the coming together. And that's interesting that we're doing the 3 now from the 2, because it was very much about the 2 to the 3. And it's always about the 3-2 because it has to do with the twin flame union and the third energy. And there's always an expansion, contraction, just like I talk about that high vibrational, 0101 or 1212. That's a very high vibrational trill of the 10 energy. So let's see here. I cut this. I'm going to show you the pictures first, so don't forget. This is the read. This is the main deck, the SIRIAN STARSEED deck, and this is the main spread. And you'll see the 2 of Cups here at the top, which was where the Lovers was yesterday. And then we have the main read here, which is everything in front of you that you see. Okay? And for those of you who haven't watched the code video I just put out, you might want to check that out because it comes from this information as well. And for anyone who needs any other information from me, or if you'd like a read, or if you want Reiki healing done, you can check out my website at twinflames3344.com, and most of the information is below. If there's something you don't see, you can always email me at the same address, twinflames3344@gmail.com. And thank you all for spending your time with me. I so appreciate you guys. Make sure you do like, share, and subscribe if you like the content, and comment if you resonate with things or if there's something you want to share. But yeah, make sure that you share the video if you find it helpful so that others can also get that help. Okay, so SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut at 9:36 yesterday. 9 is the Hermit, 36 is the 10 of Wands, the Atlas energy, the weight of the world upon your shoulders, by the way. In the Tarot, for me, the 10 of Wands is very much the Atlas energy, but in the numerology book, the Divine Triangle, the number 44, because it is the Atlas energy, so that's also representative of the weight of the world. So 44 and the 36. Let's see here. At 9:45, 45 being the 5 of Cups, the grieving card, the not letting go of the past card, the not passing on the baton card. At 9:45, the Emperor card fell on the floor upside down. So there may be some kind of fall from grace. At 9:48, 48 being the 8 of Cups, the walking away and within, the fallen angel, literally. And then at 49, which is the get your wish card, the 9 of Cups, Arma was coming up. It can have to do with your arm, but I was just getting the armor. Something I always start out my clearing with is, God, please armor us all with your love. And it doesn't matter what title you use. It can be God, Creator, Love, Mother, Father, Christus, Sophia. It doesn't matter. It's all love, okay? I finished doing the read at 10 right on the dot. So 1, 0, 0, 0. 1 is the magician. Zeros are source embodiment of the human being. So it's a lot of source backing up the number 1 of the magician embodiment. The major arcana that came up here were Indigo, which is the magician. In this deck, it's a very young energy of the magician. The Star, Ascension, which is the world, Karma, which is judgment, and before and after the read we had the Great Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune, and after we had the Shadow, which is the Devil card. We had 2 cups, 2 wands, 2 pentacles, and 1 sword, so very well distributed. The court cards, we had the Page of Cups, the Queen of Cups, so that can be mother and child energy, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords. So that can be very much partner, relationship, brotherly energy. The numbers in the code line were all about perseverance. The P was separated from perseverance, so we'll get into that too. And the double numbers that came up from the numbers were 66, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and 22, which is the Fool. The most significant numbers here were the number 1 of the Magician, the 3 of the Empress, and the 6 of the Lovers. And we also had 26, which is the Page of Wands, 12, the Hangman, 23, the King of Wands, 35, the Wounded Warrior, the 9 of Wands, 56, the 2 of Swords, and then 69, which is the Ace of Pentacles. And then 9, 10 begin again and again and again. The code line was all about the number 3, which is the Empress and abundance and Gaia. And here we go with the codes. The codes regarding perseverance and the challenge today, which is the indigo, and the block for the masculine, which is the ascension or the world card. To the nth degree, the television, right? The telepathy, the connection between the twins, the cord, which is not telepathic, but there's many different connections between the twins. The Sophia support, the mass air conditioning, which has to do with thoughts and words, the conditioning of the masculine of their thoughts and words, and the alternating currents back and forth of the indigo. And notice in indigo is in digging up the human embodiment of source. The 3T comes up, which is Tesla. 3T is a very powerful magnet that uses 3 Tesla. But 3T can also be the toddler. So the toddler and the Tesla both coming up because they're combined. You need to bring out the toddler in your mature adult in order to bring out these beautiful co-creations that we make with Source. So the Pi was coming up with the P being separated from perseverance. So there could be urgent severance happening, but also the name Ursa came up, and perhaps veering off course. Ursa Minor, I mean, that's a constellation, right? So that may be coming up as well. Ursa Major, Ursa Minor. I'm not positive about the different names, but veering off course is coming up here, as well as urgent severance. So urgent severance of Pi comes up with my technical drawings I just put out there today, because we're going from Pi to Phi energy. Pi is representing the 3D, Phi is representing the 5D in what I just put out there. So many TVs or televisions of support, blinds, shutters, en masse, 3 times. With the wind in your sail and alternating currents, there's a mass exodus, a sin to dig up human remains. Take the high road of the Elohim, the energetic exchange, the 2 5s of expansion, double the expansion, which becomes the 1 of the new beginning, to toggle up. And also the T, the drink is coming up, all things T. And then instead of TNT, THT was coming up. And H was coming up big time in my technical drawing about the lap dance. The 3D energy of the 8 is the H, becoming the dance, which becomes then the 5D of the 8. The THT, the creation of the SMA, and SMA is the superior mesenteric artery, feeding your intestines. The SMA path, or the street, the mass alternating currents. And I was getting ascend as well. The mass alternating currents, again, the mass exodus. I go the high road of ETs were coming up, but also eating, and what else was coming up with those? To eat, to say yes. You won. So somebody might have won something, or humbling yourself and saying you win, you won. The number 9 and 1 coming up in the same definition, along with water and yes, and to eat. And perhaps there is some doubt. And TP was coming up, the definition is not toilet paper, although toilet paper can definitely be a focus here. The toddler Tesla and the toilet paper. That's funny. So toilet papering somebody's house, perhaps. But there's urgent severance here regarding all this energy. Again, the T, instead of TNT, explosive, a physical explosive, it's the explosive of the etheric realms, the creation of the SMA, the path to the intestines, the mass alternating currents of the air conditioning, the thoughts and words, where I, the chakra system, go the high road, toggling up to the etheric realms in energetic exchange, to take the high road. Take the high road with urgent, even if it means urgent severance. And so somebody might be getting a severance package as well, even if it means you need to pee a lot, or again, the toilet paper, or what else was coming up? Toilet TP doesn't just mean toilet paper, but in Egyptian, it literally means the head, atop, above, on top of. So this is very significant. Through the whole creation, Sophia, the divine feminine Christ consciousness, support the mass ascension to go 3T with the P and ER severance, the perseverance, but the P separate from ER and then severance. Okay, so through the whole creation, which can be a portal, right? It's that pinhole, the leak. Remember that nothing is actually solid. There's holes in everything. We're energetic, we're not solid. So even the most dense thing that you see, something that might be heavy like a rock, there's still space in it. It's all energy. There are holes. The through whole creation, finding the loophole, finding the hole, the way out. The Sophia support of the mass ascension, where 2 go 3T of the P and perseverance. 3 T's came up, and I was getting major connection here, because 3T comes up as 3 Tesla, but it's also 3 toddler, but it's also Tito Jackson's son's group. So Michael Jackson came through really intensely, was connecting with me when Tito's group came up with the kids. So that may be his plug to his nephews. But the 3 Sons trio, the 3T bike came up, as well as via, the bike place was via Leonardo da Vinci code. So that was also coming up. 1924030 Italy. That was in Italy, the bike shop. So 3T Energy Group also came up, which is an offshore oil and gas wind training company. And again, the 3T being the strongest MRI available. And then URSA was coming up, which means to erect, to raise in Italian. So a lot of Italian with Leonardo da Vinci was coming up here, to erect and raise. And again, TP being the head, atop, up. And we're talking about toggling up. And that 5D towers, the 3 Tesla. All of that stuff to rise above, to toggle up. Michael Jackson, Leonardo da Vinci, and Nikola Tesla. And then URSA coming up. So also the company ERSA came up in Europe. The web conference for 2020, August 27, 20, it literally was titled Spatial Challenges for the New World. And let's see here. And that company is home to the regional science in Europe. So through the whole technology, creation of the Sophia mass T, of the toggling up, the Tesla, the tower, the toggling, the T, the drink the tea, in the mass ascension, the mass stairway to heaven, the spiral, to go the high road, the TP, to the head, up, above, go straight to the top. The double E of the energetic exchange and the Elohim, and that lots of expansion and change of the divine feminine. Saying yes to eat, right? To live. That you are the one, the 9, the water, and perhaps you doubt. And so you get toilet paper. So the 3 T's came up, and I just gave you a demonstration of the 3T in my technical drawings. Because 3T, when you write it, looks like the letter M. It also looks like two symbols of pi together. And it also looks like three people with their arms around each other's shoulders, the three T's across. It also can be triple sevens or 177. And the triple B's were coming up as well as the triple eights, or the 1333 of the triple B's. So triple B's was coming up yesterday, or the day before yesterday, is the Better Business Bureau, but the triple B's, and the number 13, because B is 1-3. And so all of those energies were coming up, and then the double pies of the 3.14 and 3.14 being 618, which, by the way, phi is 1.6. Did I write 18 or 28? Oh, I might have written 18 by accident. It's actually 628, but 6 is the lovers, 28 is the twins. But then we, if pi is going to be, what came up in the technical drawings, if pi is the date 314, March 14th, then phi would be 1.618, which would then be about January 6th, which is the day that some people think Christ was born, which is a very interesting thing here. So the 3.14 comes up as the two mothers and two angels, the two Gaia and the two central suns. The lovers, 6.28 is the lovers and the twin flames. And then if you draw two pies of the circle with the diameter drawn between it, the circle with the line through it, the two eyes, the eyes have it. So then my alphabet was coming up as in my technical drawing, so I'm not going to go over everything I discussed there. But my pin drawing, my pin technical drawing came up, as well as the pinhole, the hole in the field, the leak, the way out, the portal, the quantum jump, the Jimmy jump, and to Jimmy it open and take two leaps, which becomes the M. Like if you have three dots and you do the leapfrog, it becomes the letter M, which again is the 2 pi, which then reflect into the double eights of the dance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, both balanced with within their own masculine and feminine. And then the pi being March 14th, which just happens to be my daughter's birthday, and the march of the angels, 2 by 2, the ants, 2 by 2, and the eyes of March, the 2 pies, to connect to ground and sun, which is then expanding outside the pi, which then becomes the phi. And going from the 3D to the 5D and the two worlds split in December, the 3D people won't be able to see the expansion energy of the phi lines outside the circle. So there, you can watch my other video for more information about that. So, dimensional boundaries were coming up as well in the two worlds split, especially since 3D people won't be able to see everything that the 5D people can see, literally. So the COPE code, you might want to check out for my technical drawing as well, is coming up as the energy loop of the E being a circle, but collapsed in on itself. So the circle is the human embodiment of source, and then the E is the human collapsed in upon itself. You know, it's like that expansion and then contraction all at the same time. And the directional pull. So you can check out my video for that. But the pin drawing that I did a long time ago, so this is Source bringing my, the technical drawings they've downloaded to me to bring them together to bring more understanding. And also the toroidal field of the two circles of the apple cheeks, and then the Vesica Pisces of the two circles coming together, but that's still the shape of a rectangle. We're not actually at the square until we get to the full circle where we're completely one in the 5D, which then becomes a square, and then it can become the eighth of a turn into the diamond energy with the pinhole in the middle. The common thread, the dream catcher, the hole in one. The eye of the storm is the head of the needle going through the hole is the baby's head born. Okay, so the rest of this information, I'm going to let you watch the other video for that. So I'm going to get started on this read. Also, as I was doing the 3 T's yesterday, my son came in with his temple shorts, and the T from the temple shorts literally looks like two hangmen on a tree, like a family tree, but both the shape of the hangman and the mushroom. The hangman tree and mushroom. And then as I drew it out, I was getting the C's kind of looking like they started to want to be an E, and then collapsing into a shape of a refrigerator freezer energy. It was very interesting, where the apples must fall far from the tree. And the refrigerator freezer talks about, that's so funny, there's a squirrel in my flower pot. He comes every day to try to find something new in this pot, and there's nothing in there really. But the freezer refrigerator represents preservation, right? Because it keeps things cold. So again, the three energies that came up from this read were Michael Jackson with Tito and his son's group 3T, also Leonardo da Vinci and Nikola Tesla, and the energy loop and the grid of the 12-strand DNA. So we start with the Page of Cups in this read here with the clarification cards on top. The 4 cards going down below this top card of the Page of Cups reversed were the 5 of Swords reversed, the Wheel upright, the 2 of Pentacles reversed, and the 6 of Cups reversed. So rejected, vulnerable, shy, spoiled, entitled after the post-war stretch of the frog becoming the prince, destined to trip up and break patterns. An eighth of a turn is all it takes when the past returns, or difficult kids. In separation, heartbreak, disappointment, surgery, dysfunction of family and or financial losses, or a big expenditure, and no longer bored, grounding and integrating, now starting over. Stuck, stubborn, still, disabled, unable, no job, or refusing to move or work, trapped, hands tied, prison, fear, anxiety of screwing up, but that's the way energy works, in loops. The Fool is upright, free to go through the heart expansion, i.e. the heartbreak. In sudden events, the Tower upright, the drama, the explosion, eruption, epiphany, blowing your top, your crown, your cover, your mind. The Scrooge at work, the Emperor reversed, dumping a load, a burden, responsibilities, and or confessing, or retiring, or hurt themselves at work. All it takes is someone to replace you or him. Student, intern, child, birthday or anniversary come and gone. Queen of Cups out, lovers preside over the Emperor reversed, suffering in silence or dealing with his sister, wanting to end a nightmare, stress, sleeplessness, purging, headaches. The Snake in the boots, sex in the groin, or feet already wrapped, will affect groin before long, and no sex. As above, so below. At 107, the Magician and the Chariot. Express your love, and below that was make the effort. So at 108, the Magician and the Strength card, the Page of Wands reversed, frustrated and uninspired. I was just getting whipped. Knowing and keeping it to himself. Fool free to leap to the past, or without the romantic tie, destined to always have 3 women around, or women in general. Or the Fool in the mountains alone, leaving 3 home. I could care less, admiring self in the mirror, and the second intellectualizing why she needs to do that. The other one looking at herself in the mirror, and what it would be like to be that beautiful. The third female coming up here is the depressed or old one, the gray. The Fool untethered, walking that fine line, or on the edge with Snake at their heels, ready to trip them up or watch them fall. Returning all of her boots and wearing the slouchy ones if I want to. Communication comes up here 33, which is the Christ vibration in the 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself. And beneath that synchronicity is the number 78, which is the reflection of the 78 dream family. The good news, too soon, fell from grace, foolish behavior, frustrated, uninspired, or children, and broke or broken in state of emergency, or a cancer fund. Perhaps down, up, through, in. The 10 of couples, oh interesting. The 10 of Cups reversed, unhappy, or just overdone, knowing and keeping it to self, or in other words, blissfully unaware of a judgment, announcement, wake-up call, music, ground control to Major Tom, or the Emerald Order. Melchizedek, the science mind, the heart-shaped face, and the etheric realms, angels, and dancers. If the blind man can't see, he can certainly hear, or someone got an eye transplant from one who just died, or got blue contacts. Crossing fingers and toes, and malintent on a cat always destroying your stuff. Busy bees gone. Good news, bad news, no news, good news. Pretending it doesn't exist. La la la, la 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 la. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Inhuman, inauthentic, must go through it to raise and transmute it. Wash it away, make a decision, go with the flow. Dog's ears, or eggs perhaps, are up. Ears are up, high-pitched sounds out of this realm. Judgment of one rejected, shy child or spoiled child, none their fault. Confessing dumped a load or taking a load off in hopes of ending chronic nightmare. Destined with women taking over your space and communications. So someone might be getting into someone's private communications. The recent past is the Queen of Cups upright. Reaping the Knight of Cups offer of love to hermit to examine and feel guilt about it or need to get over loss, regret, and the past. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, drawing in liars, cheaters, and thieves or runners, taking or running from dark night of the soul or the dark night, the divine masculine, cheating death, an end, a transition to home or union. The Hermit's upright, with the light on scams of children, vulnerable to salesmen techniques. And this was just coming up with my daughter yesterday too. The Eight of Swords, trapped, anxious, Three of Cups coming together with support group and the examination of those things or the experience of those things. And people may be having water issues or car issues coming up. And again, the car salesman is a perfect example of the manipulation of children through lies and manipulation. So 204 is the High Priestess and the Emperor, the foundation of the Six of Pentacles upright here. Sharing or settling, the Two of Wands reversed without options, but had to end the pain or go through a painful ending, feeling weak, in need of courage, or with Leo reversed or ego death, or just out of control, Leo or ego. The truth, to detox unhappiness and lack of satisfaction, triumphing with balance over strategy, detoxing chaos over pain and betrayals, or spa treatments perhaps, dumping emotional attachments and emotional loads, purging lots of little ones in ego death, in a need of courage to be alone, or no longer see yourself as alone, or the courage to be with the one who makes you happy and love the one you're with. The central energy is the Ace of Wands upright, and a new passion. By the way, all four aces were upright in this read, and the Lovers and the Two of Cups. The central energy of the Ace of Wands upright, new passion and flame, free to leap away from the world, from closure. The divine feminine looking back, perhaps insecure about being left behind, or free from Pisces living in the past or past mistakes, insecurities in leaving yourself or them or themselves out in the cold, post-war, with PTSD, looting, and apologies needed. The challenge being the indigo reversed, the foolish child, who's insecure and manipulative, without a proposal and without a diamond or diamond energy. The magician reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed, very manipulative. I wouldn't want to mess with the magician reversed, Queen of Wands reversed. That's like someone kind of evil there. Manipulative and without the tools needed to rest, pray, sleep, nap, meditate, connect in the 5D, or go forth with a clear mind. A great idea, awakening to ego. The Empress upright and the Page of Pentacles reversed, the child's lessons, the child growing up, without peace or a peaceful place to go, or no peace until they find a job at 219, which is the High Priestess and the Sun. The Ten of Swords. Third-party betrayal, the King of Cups reversed, emotionally detached from the workplace, with Patient Angel or Sagittarius, or Queen of Cups starting over in the 5D Connect. The Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, money, or opportunity, receiving growth, passion, creativity from work, with the King of Wands upright, without options in awakening process. The King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups upright, Patient Angel starting over with student or child, they hope has learned the lesson about wanting something no matter what, but what are the consequences? The King of Wands, man of passion, talks a good game, manipulating his agenda without option due to ego, a bright idea, or going through awakening, but with good intent overall. Now, in the present moment for the masculine was a Star reversed, walking like an Egyptian, with midriff and all. Indian saris with peephole on the side, women's midriffs. Lasers to back of leg, offering passion and growth to others behind, but holding back feelings and desires in a heated debate or delays in communication or travel. The Hermit with light and the King of Wands reversed player called out. Now there's a King of Wands upright, but there's also King of Wands reversed in the main part of the read. The King of Wands reversed player called out, the star, the dreamer, the healer, dream girl or dreams come true, or Aquarius with negative self-talk, the wounded warrior inside defending their position at 233, which is the High Priestess, and the Christ vibration of the Seven of Wands. The Knight of Swords reversed, destined to be tight-lipped, to the King of Cups, his peace of mind, and the Page of Wands reversed, frustrated in sexual connection post-war with Sovereign, where apologies are needed. The Knight of Pentacles reversed and Sovereign upright connection and sudden judgment, settlement with the Page of Pentacles reversed and the King of Swords upright and the Queen of Swords reversed, who may be arguing, holding back their true feelings, delays, holding on or saving, grounding, and being practical at 237, which is the High Priestess and the King of Cups. Being practical with the High Priestess, secrets, or Pisces or Virgo, or an illness, drain, or crazy kids, ego death, or out of control, egomaniac, or overexposure. Hermit, missing their flame and holding on, needing to be more creative with the King of Wands in energetic prison, with secret drain, I was just getting with secret division, with secret drain or clogged sink or toilet, the King of Wands without option but to awaken and to shine. Soon for the masculine is the Three of Pentacles upright, dumping a load or multiple loads, whether they're physical and or emotional, dumping that burden, responsibilities, and or confession to come together in joy, a higher love, holding their tongue, and then announcing when ready. Going away, party, at work, or Sag and Aquarius not talking or lashing out at each other, or one mixing drinks or potions and the other is announcing wake-up call or judgment. The Knight of Wands reverse player falling short or holding back to their desires, or all players, the Knight of Swords reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed, they're like two young people that are just trouble, being called out in multiple announcements by angels in the outfield, Michael, Leonardo, and Tesla, to awake and take off the beaten path. The masculine is seen as the King of Wands shaman on a quest to be the King of Wands, or fighting with self or twin. The King of Wands is upright in the main part of the read, and the masculine is seeing himself as the King of Wands upright today. The King of Wands is reversed in one area in the read, but not the whole read. So it could be two different King of Wands. There could be two fire signs. The King of Pentacles upright, Libra or justice or judge and jury, fighting about overworking, not working, or what's not working between the Six of Cups, soulmates, siblings, childhood friends, inner children, or actual kids who are not getting along, who have not been getting along. The past returning, or competitive men playing sports to get out their frustrations on each other. Earth, wind, and fire here. Wind specifically is Libra, and fire is very earthy and grounded, or a mediation going on here between the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Honeymoon comes up, which is time away. Could be a vacation. And then codependencies also comes up, which has to do with any kind of addictions. Give your relationship a chance also. Around the masculine or how he's seen is the King of Swords upright, both kings upright, King of Wands and King of Swords. King of Swords receiving love from the Ten of Cups reversed, ending, overdone, walking away from unhappy connection, or to connect one-to-one away from the big group. The block for the masculine here is the Ascension, the world. The King of Cups reversed, Cancer reversed, or Pisces upright, committed, married, or broken in by Taurus at 332, which is the Empress and the Journey, the Six of Wands, or Pisces upright, Cancer reversed, and Taurus upright are called out by Sagittarius and or Aquarius. And it started pouring rain out at this point at 3:33. Or feeling blocked by Pisces or the world at 3:33, or feeling cycle will never complete, the masculine feels like the cycle will never complete, with conditions of love between Cancer reversed and Taurus upright, or Pisces and Cancer with an all boys club. So something cleared at this point. Perseverance comes up, and then even more so, karmic completion, obsessing over cutting cords, hair, ties, and the harsh truth of alternative sex life, rehab, or hospitalization, mass unit, gangrene, arrested, or cuffed. Karma, or star, or Aquarius, to detox and or shadow work, dumping a load, burden, responsibility, or confessing, or falling down the basement stairs. The Knight of Wands reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed, in deception. The Pisces, Leo, Sag, Aries, or Cancer, Aquarius here, perhaps Capricorn as well, or both fell or confessed suffering in silence to a sister or about a sister, purging up nights with headaches or just stressed out. It's like they're confessing something they did wrong. So we have the Queen of Wands reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed. You know, they're two who get themselves into trouble or have really bad tempers. But this is about Two of Cups connection and offering a new life. So it's like two people confessing something they did wrong. 340, which is the Empress and the Page of Cups, which is very, the Empress can be a grandmother, and then the Page of Cups, a very innocent young child. So at 41, which is the new love of the Ace of Cups, spiritual love and self-love, there's karma and shadow work, confession, suffering in silence, or a sister, with the Two of Cups connection, offering them time, money, and effort, loan, repayment, or a new life. The Page of Cups reversed, post-war, destiny, to break patterns from child abuse or a negative past or with difficult kids. The Page of Cups reversed, rejection, vulnerability, or extreme shyness, or someone who's spoiled and entitled on the other end of the spectrum, sharing with others or settling out with the King of Wands and the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups with a new passion or flame, and challenged by insecurity or need for tools, manipulation, or Aries reversed at the workplace with Pisces or completed cycle with the Star, healer, dreamer, or to have dreams come true, karma completed with the Devil in detox, confessing, no longer slaving, suffering in silence, and now in connection for a new life. The Page of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups upright, judged, sharing new passion or flame, ignited stardom, dream, healing, and challenged by insecurity, Aries reversed, or no proposal, no tools to get what they want. The King of Wands shaman at work and the King of Swords upright out in the world, or completed the cycle with karma or karmic, or Aquarius upright, Capricorn reversed, slave labor, confession, and suffering in silence, or sister to be over at 351, the Empress and the King of Swords, with the Two of Cups connection and a new life. Suffering in silence done, sharing and settling out, exchanging the whole truth for big love from the Knight of Swords reversed and the Page of Swords reversed, who have been lying and or spreading rumors at 353, which is the Empress and the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so that was the read. I'm going to pull you an energy deck card, and it is 3837, 3838. So it's very much the Queen and King of Cups. The Queen was upright in this read, I believe, but the King, I think, was reversed. Yeah, King's reversed. The Queen was upright. Like I said, 4 aces up and the Lovers and Two of Cups all upright in this read. And the read ended with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Very strong love energy. All right, so what do we have here? So for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? And let's clear all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light this September 30th, 2020. Tomorrow's October, guys. Caring connections. Number 14 is the Temperance card, the angels, the higher love. Beautiful. And door to romance. All right, October's definitely bringing some stuff in, you guys. There's triumph here. Look, victory. 14 is the Temperance card. 33 is the Christ vibration. 28 is the twins. You can't get any more potent than that. Wow. Okay, so really beautiful, powerful energy. Victory and peace, the twins, choice of path, romance and caring connections. And the bottom of the deck is appreciation with the 15, which is the devil energy, but this has to do with the shadow and loving both your light and your shadow and showing appreciation every day, not just on Thanksgiving. And beneath that is the heart chakra, fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So healing of the physical body is going on. So you may be purging, literally burping, farting, having diarrhea, sweating. So you may be having lots of purges. This is the Queen of Cups as well. So it may be affecting the feminine more than the masculine, but having gratitude for all of that. Let's see, was there something else that wanted to come out? And then the next card coming up is the World and taking a bigger perspective, the 29 of being present to the moment. And action as two polarities collapse into one, as 17 is the stars. Beautiful read, guys. Make sure you drink your water and get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. If it's sunny outside, go out and enjoy it. I have to listen to my own advice. And as always, you guys, be good to yourselves, love yourself, no matter what, and rise and be loved. See you soon, guys.